Yes, good morning. My name's Carl Meyer. I'm an orthopedic and trauma consultant at the Robert Jones and Agnes Hunt Hospital. My main role there is, of course, doing hip and knee replacements. Um, my reservist role, I'm an orthopedic consultant with 202 Field Hospital, uh, which is based throughout the Midlands region, and we're currently up in York on exercise. My main role at the hospital, other than doing hips and knees, is running a veterans orthopedic service, uh, and that means there's an awful lot of crossover between my civilian role as a hip and knee and trauma surgeon and my military role as a surgeon doing damage control surgery, uh, when deployed. And I find that very satisfying having that crossover between the two, so I can bring my military role into my civilian work. Um, I think that way of working works exceptionally well, and I hope it's something that the military will allow more of us to do on a regular basis. I think the reserves gives you great opportunities to do things you just wouldn't otherwise do. So for me, in a surgical capacity, we're dealing with surgical emergencies that we would never deal with in orthopedics. We're working very closely with general surgeons or vascular surgeons, where we both are required to do roles that the other wouldn't normally do. So for me, that means I might be in a chest or in an abdomen or opening somebody's head. Um, and that having those additional skills that you would otherwise never get keeps your job very varied, keeps your job very interesting. I'd say for people who aren't surgeons, who are whatever clinical role they're in, there is a role for them within the reserves, and the reserves gives people that opportunity to do things they wouldn't otherwise do. In the same way, for me, it lets me do different surgical things. For if you're a nurse, you're working in environments you would never normally work in. For those sort of paramedic type people, again, you're not just working in an ambulance on the roads, you're working in the field, you're working in environments you would never otherwise see. And that varied work pattern, those challenges, they are they're they're good for keeping your life interesting and giving you new skills you wouldn't otherwise have.